gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Chicago, and my oh my, Chi-Town is always ablaze. But sometimes we get some very good news, and here's one of them. Woman with concealed carry permit shoots at would-be armed carjacker in Roseland. Now, before we go through this story, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe. Remember, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I would appreciate your help. I know that we can all get there together, and if you don't mind, you can always hit me on Minds on Twitter and Truth Social. Okay, all at DataT411. Okay, so let us dive into today's story from Chi-Town.
We begin with the woman who fought back and fired her gun when thieves pointed their gun at her. Our Jamont Terry has been tracking that story all night and has this exclusive interview.
You see that marking on the ground? That's a bullet casing from a woman who fired her gun at would-be carjackers. She tells me she had just left this Chase Bank and she was walking out. Sure, she had some cash in her hand, but before she could get to her car that was parked right in this parking spot, she tells me someone else opened her front door and a gun was aimed at her head.
Thank God I had my gun, or I'd probably be dead right now.
Raw emotions coming from a woman reflecting on how her quick run to this bank off 103rd in Michigan left her heart racing.
I had just come out of the bank and was sitting in my car about to lock my door to pull off and leave, and he opened my door and put a gun in my face.
The thief wasn't expecting the woman who is licensed to conceal carry to pull her gun out.
And when he saw me get mad, he looked surprised, and I started shooting, and they started running. He ran.
She doesn't recall how many times she fired.
Hell no, I just started busting.
Or if she...
I love that. Guys, this is awesome, okay? She doesn't recall how many bullets she shot, and this is majority of the cases in most self-defense cases. Usually the victim does not remember how many shots, or he has said he shot a number of times, but he actually has fired more times than he says, and this is very common. Okay, now I love that she said, you know what, I just started bussing. I love it. Okay, and I'm going to say this like I say this all the time. We do not celebrate death here. Okay, we don't celebrate that, but we absolutely will celebrate and congratulate and even elevate those individuals who protect themselves, who have the wherewithal to do it, who decide to do it, who take the responsibility of carrying a firearm because it is, and she used it for self-defense. This is the reason why we have the Second Amendment. And for this individual, this criminal, this joker, to try to rob her at gunpoint, she decided, no, I'm not having it. And I love it. People that fight back, they have this spirit inside them that says, my friend, not me. You're not going to do that to me. And I love it. Some people are more hey, I'm going to wait for my opportunity. I am somewhat in that camp. I believe in strategy. Okay. And, but then there's some people that are just going to be like, nah. And it sounds like that's what this woman is. And it's fantastic. Okay. Because every time we see, these things happen, women, I think there's something very special about a woman who decides to carry a gun. I don't know about you guys. I mean, it's just, to me, it means that she is a little bit more logical than emotional. And I love to see that. And, I think we need more of that. Look, I mean, she could be a mother. She could be whoever she could be responsible to. She's got to make sure she gets home. And then not only that, she's got to make sure she protects her family as well. Maybe she doesn't have somebody that can do that for her. And to hear, I'm glad that we were able to hear what she had to say, because it's not always the case. Most people do not speak to the news, and for good reason, because anything can be used against you in the court of law. Who knows if, yes, maybe she started busting shots, but they may come after her. And this is the sad reality of self-defense. It's unbelievable that someone can stick a gun in your face, you shoot fire, you fire back, and then you are the one that could probably be prosecuted. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's hear what else she has to say. I love this story. This is fantastic. And from a woman, a lot of men can learn from this. Stand by.
She hit him, but she knows those shots were at a very close range. She reversed her Nissan Versa and pulled up right outside the Chase Bank, then ran inside for help. She hopes the next person thinking of carjacking anyone realizes they're not the only ones packing.
I pray every night that I don't have to shoot nobody. But if I had to, that I'm prepared and ready. So God, I was ready.
No, it's still.
I love that. I love hearing that. Okay? And I'm glad that this was shared of all places in Chicago. This very video should have wakened up Lori Lightfoot, that new Joker is in town, who's the mayor. This should have somebody should have put this in front of them and say, hey, this is what we're dealing with. And show this woman, show a black woman. I'm going to tell you, there's no question to me, this woman is black. I know it. Okay. And I mean, what can they say? They don't want black people to have firearms. They don't want black people to protect themselves. It can't be said. And I love the fact that they said, or she said, that, hey, people need to think twice. And when we say people, we don't really mean them as people, because they're not. They're animals. Okay? They're animals. They are thugs. They are out there thugging. Who cares about these people? And in all honesty, okay, they are criminals. They're not people. And she said it as in, they want the criminals to know that we are armed, and that is the point, guys. Okay, if you are in that village, if you are in that town, in that neighborhood, they have to fear that neighborhood. That's the only way that this stuff is going to stop. It's the only way. So once they fear, they go into that neighborhood and they realize, wait a minute, everybody in this neighborhood got a gun. Everybody in this neighborhood is going to fight back. Let's go somewhere else. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's move on.
Still unclear if any of those shots hit the would-be carjackers, but we do know Chicago police, they're checking with area hospitals to see if someone walks in with a gunshot wound. As of right now, they are reviewing the video, but we do know this woman, thankfully, is home, and she's crediting her concealed carry license for making her get home safely tonight. Reporting in Roseland, 103rd in Michigan, Jeremiah.
So that woman has said it this way. She has said it as in, thank goodness I have my gun. And let me just pull this up from my own channel, okay? We always have, all right? Okay, we always have something to say. If I pull up one of my YouTube videos, I'm just going to go straight to the end if we can. We cannot. We can't skip through that. I did not know that. Okay, so if we go to one of these videos, I'm going to put this in front of you. Okay, and it's where is it? It is not here. Oh, here it is. Okay, check this out. And this is where I've gotten it from, guys. Okay? And it's this. Lord, make me fast and accurate. Oh boy. Let my aim be true and my hand faster than those who would seek to destroy me. Grant me victory over my foes and those that wish to do harm to me and mine. Let not my last thought be, if I only had my gun. And Lord, if today is truly the day that you call me home, let me die in a pile of empty brass. This is the Ranger Up prayer, and I love it. Okay? Guys, this is one of the prayers that I always use, okay? And one that I always say when I have, and I put my gun on me, this is what I recite. I put this on me, and this woman is a testament to that, because she said the same thing. She's so glad, or now she realizes that having a gun is essential. Okay? It is essential. So, ladies, I hope you take note of this. And I know we all know this, but I will say it again. Good people have guns. Okay? Good people should have guns. They should always have guns. They should have multiple guns. Okay? Only way evil persists is if good men do nothing. And if good men do nothing, there will be no good guys.